Okay, let's talk about leadership. I'm going to use this framework for this module. Be you, be curious, be connected. That's our framework for leadership in the age of humanity. Now, I want to give a little bit of a disclaimer. The age of humanity is being created currently in a post-2020 society. Everything's in a bit of chaos. We are in the largest shift that we have had since the shift from the agricultural age to the industrial age. So what that means is all of our patterns of behavior and expectations about life and work have changed. So prior to 2020, we're just kind of in a groove, grinding along, good days, bad days, really believing that we were in far more control than we really were. 2019, we got this report on burnout from the World Health Organization. Many of us, the first time we'd even seen or heard about burnout, and it got us thinking, wow, that feels like me, or I don't want that, or just an awareness that it didn't have to be this way, and that it was wrong for it to feel that way. Because you live in patterns for so long, you justify them, you normalize them. That's our brain's way of keeping us safe. Abuse victims do that. Well, at least I've got a roof over my head. Well, at least, and you just normalize the story that we make about it so that we feel better about it. And in 2019, when the report on burnout came out, there was a collective, hold on, maybe this isn't okay. Followed by 2020, forced global reflection. Literally, the pause button on the world gave us this experience, this collective experience, where the world out there wasn't as sure as we thought it was. So our sense of being in control rattled. We're now in massive amounts of uncertainty in 2020, which caused us to be in uncertainty and to question everything about what's out there and about our lives. And so in a post-2020 environment, we're all coming out of that experience, which was trauma. And it was time of reflection, asking, or a time of reflection where we were questioning our old patterns and asking ourselves what we want in the future. So as we ask ourselves what we want in the future, everything's in a state of disarray. We're no longer in the groove of the industrial age model of work, which had its ups and downs. And so now we've got chaos because everybody's trying to figure out the right way to work, to live and work, to lead. And while it feels like chaos, what I love about this is a great opportunity. This is an opportunity while everything's up in the air to say, we could create something great out of this chaos. But what we won't be able to do, and many are trying to do, is to reorganize the patterns of the past. And you see this happening. Just get back to work. Let's go back to what we know works. Let's just do it the way we used to. Because we now know that our nervous system is always trying to take us back to the past because those patterns felt safe. And leaders have all of these results to still deliver, all of this chaos about people working from home. They're everywhere. I don't know where they are. And so the only thing they can feel is, I got to go back and reorganize the way it worked and make it work for the future. That ship has sailed because individuals now have a stronger need a stronger understanding of their own personal identity, autonomy, our souls, how we feel. We want our lives back. And so, leadership in the future will be created, not recycled. So, I just want to start with that state of the world, state of business, state of leadership before we go into what should I do or what should I not do? All right. Take a moment and just reflect on that and your experience with the lead up to 2020, what that time of reflection said to you, and how you feel differently or how your expectations are different since that time. Take some time in your journal and just reflect on that for yourself. And then start to look around and see if you have experiences that validate that people have different expectations today than they've had in the past.